Most people don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they break before their breakthrough arrives. The dream doesn't die in a single moment. It dies little by little. Every time fear is chosen over faith. Every time excuses are chosen over action. Every time a person decides to settle for less than what they are capable of becoming. The world is filled with talented people who never discovered their true power. Not because they lacked ability, not because they lacked opportunity, but because they allowed challenges to convince them they were not strong enough. Life has a strange way of testing every person. It tests your patience when nothing is happening. It tests your faith when everything is going wrong. It tests your courage when fear is screaming in your ear. And in those moments, your greatest weapon is not money. It is not education. It is not luck. It is your mind, because an unbreakable mind understands a powerful truth. Temporary pain is not permanent defeat. A difficult chapter is not the end of the story. A setback is not a sign to quit. It is a reason to grow stronger. Think about the strongest tree in a forest. It did not become strong because the weather was perfect. It became strong because it survived storms. The winds that tried to break it forced its roots to grow deeper. Your struggles are doing the same thing. Every obstacle is building strength you cannot see yet. Every challenge is preparing you for a future version of yourself. The problem is that most people focus on what they are losing. Very few focus on what they are becoming. The moment you change that perspective, everything changes. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am learning how to do this." Because your words shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your reality. The mind is like a garden. If you plant fear, doubt, and negativity, that is exactly what will grow. But if you plant confidence, discipline, and faith, your life begins to transform. This is why discipline matters. Not because it is easy, but because it teaches you to act even when motivation disappears. Anyone can work when they feel inspired. Very few can continue when they feel tired. Yet those few are the ones who create extraordinary lives. They understand that success is not built in moments of excitement. It is built in moments of consistency. One decision, one action, one day at a time. The people you admire were not born different. They simply refused to surrender when life became difficult. They kept moving. They kept believing. They kept growing. And eventually, the world called them successful. Remember this. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need perfect timing. You do not need everyone to believe in you. You only need the courage to take the next step. Then another. Then another. Because every great achievement begins with a person who refused to quit. A person who chose faith over fear. Action over excuses. Growth over comfort. And when you develop an unbreakable mind, something remarkable happens. Challenges stop looking like walls. They start looking like opportunities. Failure stops looking like an ending. It starts looking like feedback. Fear stops controlling your decisions. It becomes fuel for your progress. So stand up today. Not because the journey will be easy, but because you were made for more. You were made to grow, to overcome, to rise. And no matter how many times life tests you, remember this. An unbreakable mind is not a mind that never struggles. It is a mind that never surrenders. And the moment you decide to keep going, no matter what stands in your way, you become stronger than every obstacle you face. That is where greatness begins. That is where transformation begins. That is where your new life begins.